Hi Scorpio, welcome. Thanks for tuning in to my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. You are watching a general love reading for the sign of Scorpio for this upcoming week. Today is Friday, October 2nd. So Scorpio, this is a general love reading. Of course, that means it can apply to any type of relationship, situation, or circumstance you might be dealing with. I want to remind you to be flexible with the energy. You can mix and match the roles within the reading regardless of the gender of the cards, and that means you can be represented by any of the characters that shows up in the cards. Parts of the reading may resonate for you, other parts may not, so take what does and leave behind what doesn't. My intention is to reach those that need this message and will benefit from it in some way, shape, or form. So Scorpio, I hope that you enjoy the reading, but I also hope that it resonates for you and that you feel like it's that it had a positive effect for you in some way. I hope that you feel like it was worth your while. So let's go ahead and get started right away for Scorpio. See what we've got going on in this week in October. Here we go. Okay, let me give this one more shuffle. Okay. And we're going to start with the Queen of Cups. She's been in every single reading I've done so far, and this is my fourth one today. We have the Eight of Wands in reverse. Actually, no, I take that back. She was not in Libra's reading last time. The King of Cups was. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. The Hanged Man in reverse. Judgment. Five of Cups in reverse. The King of Pentacles. And then we have the Fool. Okay, Scorpio, so there's at least two, maybe three separate people in this reading. It feels like it's three separate energies, but we'll see as we get more cards out here. So the Queen of Cups, let's start with her. Again, with her coming out first, Scorpio, this can definitely represent your energy, but if this character does not resonate as you could be anybody else. But it's possible this reading is for this Queen of Cups, who feels, she feels very loving in nature, very compassionate, very patient, intuitive. There's something in her way. It could be a lack of communication. There could be some obstacles in her way, but there's something that's preventing her from moving forward or keeping her from making progress, or she might just be facing some difficult challenges that she doesn't normally have to deal with, but there's some kind of delay, obstacles, something keeping her from moving forward, something of that nature. Could be this Queen of Wands, because I do feel, at least right now, it feels like a separate person. I think this Queen of Wands is sticking to her guns. I think there is something regarding this relationship where this Queen of Wands feels stuck in her ways, or she has made it clear that this is how it is for her. This is her perspective. She's not willing to waver. There's something about this individual where it feels like she's made her opinion clear. She's not wavering from her perspective, her point of view, her stance. She feels very uncompromising to me. Then there's this King of Pentacles over here. He almost feels like he's on the outside looking in, so this might be an external party, but he's significant in the reading. But right now he has almost kind of a untouched. I'm untouched by the drama, or I'm untouched by the situation, or it's not affecting me. This king feels very carefree to me. He feels very loyal and compassionate, understanding, dependable, reliable. This is somebody who could be connected to one or both of these queens. Let's see what else we get for Scorpio. So we have the Knight of Swords in reverse, Two of Wands, Four of Swords in reverse, the Six of Wands in reverse, Nine of Swords in reverse, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and then we have the Three of Wands in reverse. Okay, so Scorpio, this Queen of Pentacles. This person could potentially be a totally separate person, or this energy represents one or both of these queens. But this Queen of Pentacles, each of these parties feel like it feels like this potentially obviously is a group dynamic. Okay, so we've already got at least 3 separate people on the table, possibly 4 now. And I feel like everybody's kind of in their separate corners. There is this feeling of separation, or people staying apart or distant. I think this Queen of Cups is waiting for some kind of communication, or she's waiting to make a decision, but she doesn't have enough information, or she doesn't have what she needs yet. She doesn't have the communication she needs, or she doesn't have the information she needs. If she were to act right now, it would be hasty. It would be irresponsible. She doesn't have what and she knows that. So she's just kind of staying put. I feel like there's a certain level of lack of control with respect to this Queen of Cups. Like, there are other people, or a lack of effort, or lack of taking action or communication from other people that are kind of keeping her put. It's not that she wants to be in a place of indecision, which I believe she is. And then this Queen of Wands I think this Queen of Wands has made up her mind. Whatever the case is, she's already made up her mind, and she's not wavering. She's not going to change her mind. I think she's made that known. And I think that's problematic for other people, that she is uncompromising. I think that's causing problems amongst other people. But I also think that she's like, look, it's the way I feel about this. I'm not changing my mind. You're going to have to deal with it. I don't care that you don't like it. This is how it is for me. This Queen of Wands she feels very decisive with regard to her opinion or her stance, even though it feels like other people are either negatively reacting to her opinion, her stance, her point of view, or it's negatively affecting them. Then there's this Queen of Pentacles, who might also be this Queen of Wands. I haven't quite decided yet, But I also feel like this Queen of Pentacles is removed. She's, and I feel like she's made a decision as well. And I feel like she's made a decision for her own personal benefit. This is for the sake of my healing, my well-being, something I need to do for myself. She's made a decision. I feel she's been dealing with some kind of heartache, some grief, something difficult, but she has made a decision to heal from that, and her way of healing from that is to separate herself from the conflict, or be more concerned about her own well-being rather than focusing on other people. And I think that she's doing it for her own sake. Maybe she feels like she needs to. And that could be this Queen of Wands energy. That could be why she's so adamant about not changing her opinion, is that she feels like she needs to be in this place. And then there's this King of Pentacles over here. Like, he's saying, you know what? I know that things are stagnant right now. I know things are not moving forward. I know we're not making progress. But for some reason, he's got faith. He is going to remain loyal. He's going to remain positive. He's going to remain dependable. He's going to stay within his role, the expectations that others have of him. And that is to stay positive about the situation, be available, possibly to all involved, supportive. Even though there's no progress, he's going to maintain his very positive and supportive and loyal role. There's very positive energy coming off of this King of Pentacles and this Queen of Cups, but this Queen of Cups, for some reason, is being held back or restricted, or there's something in her way, versus this King, where it's not necessarily that there's something in his way. He's aware that things are stagnant and things aren't changing, but it's not necessarily affecting him in the same way it is this Queen of Cups. So Scorpio, interesting story. I don't know who you are. Again, I feel like I'm reading from this Queen of Cups because she came out first. But if you're resonating at all with this reading, you could be any one of these people. Let's see what else we get. We have the Emperor now, clarifying this Queen. And then we have the Three of Cups. Two of Cups in reverse, clarifying the Queen of Wands. King of Cups in reverse. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. The Chariot in reverse. The Nine of Wands in reverse, clarifying this King. And then we have the Four of Wands. Okay. So this King he's not going to participate in the drama. Again, I get that feeling like he's kind of separated himself from it because he might not be directly involved, or he's just not going to participate in something that doesn't feel like is his place, or he is just resistant to participate in something that maybe he doesn't feel like he can, because he's not going to pick sides. He is an outsider looking in, waiting for things to get back on track. He's not going to force the issue. He's not going to partake in whatever's gone wrong, whatever's going on. I feel like it's between these queens. But he's going to maintain his loyalty and his dependability. It's really strong. He feels very dependable. He's like, I'm here when you need me. I know, I'm not able or capable or willing to help the situation, but when it's all said and done, I'm here when you need me. It's a long-winded way of saying, you know, he's just a dependable, reliable guy. Okay, Scorpio. So there's that king. So I kind of feel like he's also this emperor energy. It's almost like he's looking over this Queen of Cups, like he's keeping an eye on her. Of all the people partaking in this situation, Scorpio, the Queen of Cups feels like she's, it's not that he's protecting her, he's watching her, or he's kind of keeping an eye on things, because he knows this Queen of Cups is kind of in a state of limbo. Of all the people involved in the situation, because of the way things stand, or the way things are not moving forward, or the obstacles that are in her way, she feels like she's in a state of limbo, so she can't really make a decision right now or choose a direction. She's waiting for something to transpire or something to change. I feel like he's kind of watching. There might be a little bit of a protection type energy coming off of this Emperor toward this Queen of Cups. I think, however, that he feels like she's okay. I don't think that he thinks that she's in danger, or that he is going to need to take any action to protect her. But at the same time, it's almost like this energy, like he's still watching and waiting and keeping an eye on things. Even though I think he's comfortable in believing that she's okay, she's safe. This is just kind of that type of energy. And I think that the King of Pentacles feels loyal also. Again, I feel like he is connected to both of these energies. And I do feel like this Queen of Wands is also this Queen of Pentacles. I think she's, like I said, they all kind of feel like they're in separate corners, but this Queen of Wands really has distanced herself. I feel like there's a distance, and I feel like there's also an emotional disconnect, and I do feel like it's with this King, who I think is also represented by this King of Cups. I think there's an emotional disconnect between this King of Pentacles, who's represented by this King of Cups, and this Queen of Wands. And part of it has to do with, because it's her choice, because it's what she's decided to do for herself, because it's what she feels is necessary, is to distance herself from this King of Cups. And that, to a certain extent, is part of what's keeping things from moving forward, or keeping people from making progress. Or maybe what is part of what's keeping this Queen of Cups in limbo. I want to do one more shuffle of this deck. Let's see what else we get for Scorpio. We have the High Priestess. 9 of Wands for the second time. Ace of Cups. 2 of Cups in reverse again. 7 of Pentacles again in reverse. The Lovers in reverse. 10 of Swords. And then the 6 of Swords. So it's almost like there is this pseudo ending. I feel like this Queen of Wands, to a certain extent, has determined that there is an ending here, and it is a relationship, but it feels more like a disconnect, because I think that she has decided on an ending, or the way she feels it should be, which is a disconnect or an ending, or I'm, you go your way, I'm going mine. She's focused on herself. But it's affecting a group dynamic, and specifically this Queen of Cups. But there could be others involved too. So this could be a social circle, for example, could be a family unit, or a group of friends or coworkers or colleagues. But there is a recognition of, because this Queen of Wands it's not like she's being secretive about her perspective or her opinion or her point of view. She's being very open about it, and she's standing her ground. But her decision is being seen as a failure or a disadvantage or an obstacle. It's not the right direction to take. There is a level of frustration here with the decision that she's made. She's making these decisions for herself because she's focused on her own needs right now, and right now she might be making decisions that others wouldn't necessarily make, but she's doing it for herself. And so there's no progress being made, but it probably in her mind's eye, she's making progress for herself. She could be in recovery mode with this Five of Cups. She could be recovering from some grief or some sadness or some kind of hardship, but she's made a decision to separate herself and focus on herself. And separating herself in her mind's eye also means, to a certain extent, the ending of a relationship or multiple relationships, and specifically with this king, who is seeing this more as it's a pause. It's a temporary ending. It's not a final ending. For him, this is just like, okay, yeah, things aren't moving forward. You can call it an ending if you want to, but I'm still here. I'm still the King of Pentacles. You know, I'm not gonna play your game, and I'm not gonna put up the fight that you're putting. I'm going to hang out and wait, be patient, let you do your thing. And when you need me, I'll be here waiting. There's a very significant sense of loyalty coming off of this king, and patience, and understanding. He knows in his heart that there will be a new beginning, and then eventually this will all be said and done. But it's not going to be done on his timeline. I mean, if he had his choice, you know, he might step in and say, okay, this is how we're going to make this work, and start, you know, he is the emperor also. So he's got this energy of kind of watching over everybody, keeping tabs on what's going on. And if he wanted to, he could certainly step in with the level of status that he seems to have in the situation, and could potentially force change or step in and try to push the issue. You know what I mean? But he's not doing that. He doesn't see it as his place, but he's still there, and he's kind of watching over things. So let's get this last round out. For Scorpio, we have the Three of Cups in reverse, the Page of Cups, so we have the Three of Cups in reverse, Three of Cups in the upright position. I think that there is some kind of, again, there's some kind of group dynamic. So this could be, the Three of Cups could represent these two queens and then this king, but I feel like, again, he's kind of off on the sidelines. But there could be other people involved. Like I said, it feels like it could be a group of friends, social circle, colleagues, or co-workers, but it feels like a group dynamic. And again, I feel like people are kind of in their own corners, and there is the sense of waiting with this Queen of Cups for the right moment. And that right moment is taking the form of things feeling more positive in an emotional sense with the other people involved, specifically this Queen of Wands. And when she feels the energy shift, then she can make a decision. Then she can make a move. That's what she's waiting for. She's waiting for an energy shift within a group dynamic, or with a specific relationship, or more than one relationship. She's waiting for an energy shift. And it hasn't happened yet. We have the Nine of Cups, clarifying this Queen of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. The Hermit in reverse. Three of Pentacles. Temperance in reverse. And then we have the Star. So when this Queen of Cups feels this energy shift, it will be associated with this Queen of Wands. Right now she's in me mode. The Queen of Wands is in me mode. She's in me mode. I'm gonna have to make that a new term. I'm in me mode, says this Queen of Wands. I don't want to have anything to do with anybody else. I'm in me mode. I think that she's even pushed this as far as to the point where, you know, there is nothing wrong with going into me mode and taking care of your needs, recovering, healing, doing maybe, you know, secluding yourself for a little while, having some me time. Totally get that. But, sorry, the bird's squawking because my son's alarm is going off. There's nothing wrong with being in me mode, but she's also using this as an opportunity to disengage with other significant relationships. So in other words, she might be having an issue with one specific relationship, and because she's in this like, no, leave me alone, I have to recover, I have to, you know, take care of myself, leave me be. Because she's dealing with one issue, she's taking the opportunity to disengage with other relationships that might not have anything to do with the issue at hand. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. And it's discouraging to at least this King of Pentacles, but I think he's also dealing with it by kind of emotionally disengaging with her. You know, he's separating his feelings from his, I just bent my card. Separating his feelings from who he is, at least for the time being, because that's what's necessary. Because he knows that this isn't an ending, this is just a temporary, this is a pause, this is a temporary ending for him. And when things balance out, when things make themselves right, there will be reestablished hope, a new beginning, an opportunity to start again, start over, start fresh, try again, you know, that kind of thing. He's got very positive energy, and he's, like I said, he's also very patient because he is involved in the situation, but at the same time he's separated from the situation. And again, I think he could be more intensely involved if he chose to be, but he knows, you know, an Emperor, King of Pentacles knows the time and place to step into a situation, and he also knows when to step out. And he stepped out. So let's get a Dreams of Gaia tarot card for Scorpio while I look at these cards a little bit more. See if I can't get anything else. There is definitely a level of frustration focusing on this Queen of Wands. The response to her is frustration. Because I think there are energies or people around her who see that she could be potentially making better decisions or more effective decisions or more efficient. In other words, she's not making the best decisions she could be making. And there seems to be a sense of frustration surrounding that, because I do believe that she has people surrounding her that would work with her, help her, assist her, be willing to listen, you know, that kind of thing. But she has really separated herself from others. Seemingly for all the wrong reasons, but again, you know, I don't know what the circumstances are, and certainly, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, there's going to be times in your life when you really do feel like you have to just step back, you have to separate yourself from other people, especially people who are causing you conflict or issues within your life, and just take some time to reflect on what's going on, whether you're the one at fault or not. You know, give yourself some time to reflect on what's going on, make sense of it, you know, and then do what you need to do. So it could be that that's what this Queen of Wands is doing, is just trying to separate herself, make sense of things. But she's leaving a wake of not so much hurt, but I think she's leaving a wake of frustration around the people that are surrounding her. You know, I'm going to take this. Oh, there's 2. I'm not going to take. Oh, there's 3. We got to put those back. Scorpio, I can't read 3. In there. She's leaving a wake of frustration behind her with her words, her actions. Because it's not like I said, it's not like she's being secretive and she's tucking herself in, tucking herself away and not talking to people. I think that she is communicating, but she's outright saying, look, leave me alone. I'm going to take care of this on my own. But it's not like she could be, you know, around other people. I keep bending my cards today. She could be around other people, but she's maybe verbally separating herself. Anyway, let's get a Dreams of Gaia tarot card for Scorpio. I think, too, that this King of Pentacles has been anticipating a change and things moving in a new direction, having a new beginning. I think he's been anticipating it for a while. And I think it's something he's gotten used to a certain extent. Like things not making progress, people not making the right choice. I think he's kind of gotten used to that because it's happening for a period of time. And he's just like, you know what? You got to make your own decisions. You got to learn from your own mistakes. I'm just going to sit back and watch it happen. It's not my place to stick my nose in your business. That's what I get strongly from this King of Pentacles. So we have the 2 of Air, which is the 2 of Swords in reverse. I pulled this card yesterday, I think. The 2 of Swords. This card has very similar meanings to the 2 of Swords in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, which in this card did not come out in your reading. So let's go ahead and read this out of the book, and then we're going to wrap this up. And this is a potential blockage, very short passage out of the book. And I will display the card in the upright for you. Here we go, Scorpio. The 2 of Air reversed cautions against taking a black and white approach to life. To do so is to move through life with a closed mind and eyes that only see part of what is. It is to refuse to look at the bigger picture. Are you taking a rigid and inflexible stance when an open mind and heart is needed? Understanding is required, and that means accepting that sometimes there is no right or wrong. Sometimes both parties can be right and both parties can be wrong. Embracing the spectrum of color that is life opens the mind and in turn reveals that there is more than just the right choice or the wrong choice available. And there you have it. I do believe that this is probably directed at this Queen of Wands, who's being told that perhaps your perspective is a little too rigid, at least the way things stand right now. I do believe a lot rides on this person. I don't necessarily think this person realizes how much is hinging on this person's decision making, but she is affecting other people. And there's a lot of people, at least this Queen of Cups and this King of Pentacles, who are just kind of patiently waiting and standing by. And seeing what happens with this person without being judgmental, because if I'm being honest, the 7 of Pentacles to me, which came out twice, indicates there is frustration. Yeah, it feels like we're spinning our wheels. This can be difficult to deal with, some of these decisions that we're watching happening. but it's also not part of my process, part of my decision making. This is somebody else's deal. There's something that this Queen of Wands is going through that she needs to go through on her own and figure things out. And she has people standing by waiting to see how things transpire. And at least in the case of this King of Pentacles, ready to help and be the loyal individual that he is, if this Queen of Wands needs him, even though she's kind of rejected him at this point in time. So Scorpio, I'm going to leave that here. I hope that the reading resonated. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that it helped you in some way. So thank you so much for watching. And if it did resonate, please like, share, subscribe. If you want to leave a comment, that's always great too. Thank you, and I will see you next time. Bye, Scorpio.